Hi guys, Turgrey here for a new video. In this video we will talk about Season of Mastery, a World of Warcraft Classic Fresh server, and we have finally a date. It is the 16th and the 17th of November that it will come out, depending on where you are on the world map. If you're from NA, EU, Australia, it all depends at which time zone you are in. But for me it will be at midnight. I'm actually excited to play, and we will talk about the many changes that they have done for the classic fresh server, so the Season of Mastery server, but also why I'm excited for the server. There are plenty of reasons to be excited of, and we will talk about it right now. So please like the video if you like this format of video, if you like the video itself, and if you like Season of Mastery, be sure to let it know in the comments below, and we will discuss about it together. So Season of Mastery is a seasonal WoW classic server, which embraces changes that are going to make it more or less interesting for players. It is a 1-year realm, and then it will reset and probably make a season 2 with more changes. It will be a la Diablo 3 or Path of Exile, where every season they will make slight changes or big changes depending on what they will want from a Season of Mastery server. You will have, for this server, you will have a 40% extra quest XP. So when you put out a quest, you will have 40% extra XP, and also have around 200% extra dungeon quest XP and elite quest XP. So it will give you more incentives to go to do dungeons for quests, to do elite quests for the reward of the XP, but also it will smoothen out the little grind sessions that you would have if you leveled on a Classics era server. It is by no means a uber-esque fast XP rate, but it will be, like I said, a smoother experience, especially for Alliance players, since the 40-45 range is kind of abysmal. Yeah, it's actually very good for Alliance, a little bit better for Horde probably, because you have that much more quests to put out, so you can actually level a lot faster. That's my opinion. They will make changes for raids, so if you're interested for all the changes, you can take a look into the description of the video below, and you will find all the current changes for MC. But I've tested it on the beta, Season of Mastery beta, and I will say that it feels very good to do MC. It is a different experience, it's a lot funner, there are more mechanics to play around. You cannot AFK anymore in MC. You will have to actually contribute as a player, or else you might just wipe out the raids. They changed also some big things like mage boosting being nullified, probably also spell cleave, because they have a resistance to roots implemented into the mobs. So I don't think the spell cleave meta will be that important as in the classic era servers. And again, if you want to have all the change logs from the Season of Mastery server, you can look in the description below. You can find a link to all the changes on WoW, and then you can also come back in the video, so we will discuss about my reasons for why I'm actually excited for Season of Mastery. Well, really simple. It is first and foremost a fresh server, and even better, a fresh WoW Classic server. And even better, it has changes that a lot of people asked for. Did I mention no world buffs? Yeah, no world buffs, which means the world will feel a lot more alive, since people will not be afraid of losing said buffs. Raid logging will be only a choice and not really a mandatory thing. PvP and leveling will be more alive, since a lot of people will level, quest, farm, and do other cool stuff in the world. And since you don't really have world buffs to care about, you will not have to raid log when you have said buffs. Now you can just do whatever you want into the world. It doesn't cost any money to spend for the world buffs. You will have to grind probably for the elixirs or other consumables, but that's part of WoW Classic, and I think it is a good compromise. The mage boosting being nerfed or actually destroyed will give a lot of players that actually want to level into the world to feel it a lot more alive, and it is a significant positive change for me. Like, I felt like mage boosting just destroyed the world feeling. I know it is also player problem, since the golds that they bought on said websites for like gold acquirements, I would say, for mage boosting, that helps the economy for mage boosting, and that helped also to provide more boosters, since the reward for boosting is so high. But now that they nerfed a lot of ways to farm gold, set by mage boosting, set by rogue pick locking, I think the economy will be a lot better on the long term. But me as a PvPer, since I'm more of a PvPer, I think if you watched my channel before, you will see a lot more PvP videos about games, or even Warzone. Like, I like the interaction to have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, whatever, and come out as a winner. That's my motivation. So as a PvPer, I would have liked a bit more change to the PvP side of things, make it more balanced, so maybe make the ratios not a big thing anymore, maybe share those ratios around with Alliance and Horde, or just remove it in PvP altogether, I don't really care. Or even make it possible to trinket all CC with the trinket, so if you're a warlord, that you can actually defend yourself versus a rogue. It is part of the charm of Classic to have actually classes mean anything, like rock, paper, scissors, but I feel like a mage that always wins versus a warrior is kind of obnoxious. I feel like the warrior should have a way to defend himself versus a mage. Engineering helps, but the mage can also have engineering, and then it's like nullified. I would change, like, make things like stun resistance more a percentage of reduction of stun duration. I think it's a little bit more healthy for the game. Make CC not last 1 minute, and also not break randomly. So if you're polymorphing someone, it will have a 7-second duration or 8-second duration, but it will not break randomly. But it also have the diminishing returns. So if you're CCing again, it will be 4 seconds, and then again 2 seconds, and then CC immunity. That's how I would do for PvP. Those changes that I would have hoped for, but they are not implemented, and I don't think they will do. But I have high hopes for Season 2. I think in Season 2 they might change a little bit more, pull out the gas brakes, and just go for full out Classic Plus feeling. But now let's go back to why I'm even more excited to play Season of Mastery. Really, I've played TBC Classic. It was a dull experience, to be honest. I thought I would have killed the game, but seriously and sincerely, I feel like it felt more like retail than Classic. A lot of people are just stuck in cities, trying to wait out for raids or dungeons, or just disconnect and do whatever. And Season of Mastery will fix that very thing for me. It feels classic, like even on the beta I feel it's more classic than even the classic era servers. I feel like it is a lot more smoother, like you don't need a add-on anymore or a macro to change forms, like from cat form to bear form you can change it directly like on retail. And it's actually insanely good and feels good to play it like that. So I'm also excited to PvP on the server, excited to do the hardcore Road to Ragnaros event with the EU team, and excited to progress again and see all the changes and how it will play out. Really, this time it is really going to be insane. You can play the class that you maybe always wanted, see how the changes have affected your class, but also make the best out of it. For example, I made a druid and a hunter. I kind of regretted throughout Classic. I really like the druid class is really amazing, but I always felt like I was an outcast in raids and in PvP. In PvP I was more of a flag carrier. If I wanted to just heal in BGs or even just do DPS, I felt like people just were against me because I did not do my job. And there was also some positives to druids. I really like to be the outcast class, the master of none, the possibility to heal, tank, DPS whenever you want. But now I want to go back to be a main staple machine in PvP or in PvE. or and PvP and PvE, because I want to be versatile in every situation. So I'm leaning towards Warlock, Rogue, Mage, Warrior, or even Shadow Priest. Did I mention that since there is no debuff limit for raids, you can finally use your dots, which means your rotations will be a bit better, a bit funner, a bit more exciting. If you're a Warlock, or I mean a Warrior, you can rent and also just do whatever you want to help your DPS. If you're a Rogue, you can Rupture. If you're a Warlock, you can finally use your dots. If you're a Shadow Priest, you will actually benefit your whole raid a lot more. I mean, there is so much things you can do now in raids that I feel like the classic experience will be a lot better. I'm going to talk about the hardcore road to rag in another video, but surely you will see me stream, make videos about it, and I'm actually excited to play two different ways this time. One, the hardcore way, try to keep and kill Ragnaros without dying, without breaking any hardcore rules, and also the other way, to be the multi-lifer, to be the PvP machine, to be the PvE machine, to be the more optimized player on the server. That would be really exciting, and those are all the reasons why I'm excited to play Season of Mastery. I hope I will see you guys on Azeroth, and if you are my enemy, be sure that I will gank you. So it will be actually fun. I'm really excited for those open world changes, those open world incentives. So thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. You will see more Seasonal Mastery, but also more content in the future. I will try to be more consistent. It has been a default of mine since the very beginning of YouTube for me. But we are at 315 subscribers, which is a big deal for me. I can't be more thankful for having those subscribers on my channel. So I wish you a very good day, and of course we will see each other very soon. Bye.